Anthony Slater here with Erik Horne inside the Peak after a 19-point Thunder win over the Mavericks tonight. But like I said in the story, the Mavericks, because Rick Carlisle in the second night of back-to-back rested all 5 of his starters. So you had the Mavs second unit became its starters, its third string and inactive players became its bench. And the Thunder kind of just rolled. The starters played really well, and the bench had a few issues in the second half. But overall, end to end, it wasn't a question. The game was never in question. It shouldn't have been in question. The story was probably J.J. Barea and Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, it was a fun little dust-up. I mean, the second...
Couple dust-ups,
Couple
right?
of them, yeah. 2 of them combined led to a Russell Westbrook ejection. The first one led to a Charlie Villanueva ejection when he put his hands on Russell Westbrook's neck, and that's a no-no.
And then went and did the same thing to Serge Ibaka for a second.
Yeah, and then Serge got a tech in that little first altercation. JJ and Russell shared a tech. They each got techs, and then Russell got another one within about a 5 or 6 minute span, and that was it for him. He finished with 0 points.
Yeah, it provided some spice to the game that kind of lost its intrigue hours before tip-off when Carlisle, when this is announced that all 5 starters are going to sit. Kevin Durant, the Mavs go zone. Billy Donovan inserts 2 zone offensive plays before the game, figuring they'd go little zone. Dallas stays in a zone. And Kevin Durant, like you said, I'm a sniper. He likes playing against zones. He goes for 29 points in 33 minutes, hits 4 threes. The Thunder hit 15 threes as a team. Overall, they played well.
Yeah, they did a good job. I mean, Kevin Durant was able to exploit Justin Anderson, a rookie guard, in certain spots on the floor. Serge Ibaka shot the 3 well tonight. Durant and Ibaka combined for 7 threes themselves. So it was a good performance for them tonight.
Yeah. The bench, I thought in the first half they played well. They kind of stretched the lead. In the second half, though, it was over 20 for pretty much all the third quarter, and then at the start of the fourth, the Mavs, third stringers, basically no names, against the Thunder's struggling bench, cut it down to 16. And there was some worry time, and Kevin Durant actually had to come back in. Kyle Singler did have like a 5-0 run, and it was never in question. I think 16 was maybe the lowest and went, and then it was back up to 20-ish and stayed around there. What did you think of the bench, though?
It was okay. I mean, Dion Waiters had a couple of nice big buckets down the stretch.
17 points, I believe,
he had a couple of 3-pointers, and then he had a dunk that kind of got the crowd electrified. Kyle Singler in that short time, he had some big buckets. I mean, he scored those 5 points, and due to Westbrook getting ejected, we saw some extended campaign tonight too. 25 minutes from him.
Yeah, he started the second half. Played all right. He keeps shooting him well. Especially from 3. But overall, you can't take much from this game except for this OKC crowd now doesn't like J.J. Barea even more than they didn't. They gave him the Beverly treatment, booed him throughout the night. He was pretty funny post-game. You'll see the video in a second, talking about Westbrook and then talking about how deep down Oklahoma really likes him. But as this moves forward, you want to see maybe more from this Thunder team. You want to see them against a better team, which we thought they were going to play tonight. Not going to see that Friday night. They have the Timberwolves in here, and that's not a good team. But Sunday, the Miami Heat come to town, so mildly interesting end of this homestand.
And the Timberwolves actually gave the Thunder some problems down the stretch a couple nights ago, so who knows what's going to happen coming back on Friday.
Yeah. Here's Barea, Donovan, Durant, talking post-game.
Well, I haven't seen a replay of it. It was more of the ensuing stuff that was, more penal. Charlie all of a sudden got 2 technicals, and I didn't see it, so I really can't comment on it. But hey, it's a physical game, and it's emotional, and both teams compete, so things like this happen. The officials got it cleaned up to some degree, and we finally got the game over with.
How would you describe JJ's overall game, and with the word test be involved?
Well, he's a walking, breathing, stubborn competitor. And that's why he's been, a really terrific 10-year player in this league. So, but he's not going to back down. And the bigger the moment, the bigger the challenge, the more he's going to rise to it. So, look, I think we got a team of competitors. I think Felton is a hell of a competitor. I love the way Charlie went after it tonight. We didn't quite have enough firepower, but hey, they banged away. We got down by 29 and then got it back to 12 or 14, and they had to bring their starters back in, So you know, you just got to keep playing, and they did. And I'm proud of the way our guys.
Well, I haven't seen it, but just a regular play, post up, got physical. Nothing extra though, he just regular foul, and then he just threw his arms, and then went a little crazy after that.
Were you being passed?
Huh?
Were you being passed?
I was there. I wasn't backing down, and he started pushing. I started grabbing. He grabbed me, and he flared his arms. That's what I haven't seen it though.
And the second one?
Same thing again. Same thing. I fouled him, and then he went crazy again and threw his arms all over the place, and the ref was right in front of him, so he saw it that time.
Do you enjoy being booed?
Huh? I got no problem with it. I've been booed in college a lot, but yeah, I got no problem with it. I know that it's like deep down they like me here in Oklahoma, but deep down they like me. But it's okay if they want to boo me. It's fine. I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Were you surprised they threw Westbrook out after the second one?
No surprise. Yeah, I think he did the same thing. And after the first scuffle that happened, they were really tight on everything else. So I knew if he did anything else, they were going to call him out pretty quick.
Did you bait him a little bit?
Huh?
Did you bait him a little bit?
No, that time I just fouled him, and that's it. I fouled him on purpose to stop the break and hold on to him a little bit, and then he swung his arms again.
Let's see. I mean, were you surprised he reacted the way he reacted?
A little bit, yeah. I think I got in double fouls with him before, and then just part of the game, and this time he just reacted a little bit
What was
extra.
Was it good to see Charlie come to your defense like that?
That was awesome, man.
And by the way, he called you a little chihuahua.
Charlie's awesome, man. He's like my brother, my Latino brother. He was right there so quick. But yeah, I got everybody on this team is gonna have my back. So hey, it's good when you got good teammates like that. No problem.
Around, our guys defended pretty well.
Coach, 29-point lead. Obviously, they're able to make a comeback there in the fourth. Once again, what are you seeing that allowed them to be able to make that type of comeback?
Well, I thought tonight with some of our turnovers, we had consecutive turnovers, especially in that third quarter, and then we gave up some threes. But with that second group, I thought did a good job of rallying together, coming back. We put some really good possessions together. We were able to push the lead back up to 19, and then I thought the rest of the way was between 19 and 24 in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game. So it was one of those things where they were playing zone. Cameron's out there, and him having a recognition of awareness. I thought we got standing around a little bit too much. I thought in that first half, Russell did a really good job of attacking. Use this, okay? First time we were done a press conference like this, but I thought Russell did a good job of getting into the teeth of the defense, and when it did, it opened up things. Because I thought once we attacked their defense and got the ball to the paint, good things happened. I thought that stretch there, we were way too much on the perimeter. Nothing was really at the rim. Coupled that with turnovers.
Nick KCThunder.com. You mentioned it off the top a little bit, but could you expand on just kind of your assessment of how your guys handled them being shorthanded, still trying to accomplish some of the things that you set out to accomplish, rebounding the ball, preventing them from getting out in fast break?
Well, like I said, the guys that they were going to play didn't really absorb a lot of minutes the night before, and some of them didn't play. I knew that they would come out and play with a lot of energy. The guys that absorbed the majority of their minutes, obviously sat this one out. Our guys, they played obviously last night and tonight, and we really just talked about, paying attention to who's on the court and what they're doing. And I thought our guys did a really good job, especially in that first half defensively. And the third quarter, we got up, I don't know what it was, by 26-28, and we had again some inconsistencies, but for the most part, I thought our guys did a good job.
Barea and JP. Coach, were you surprised at how chippy the game got and that Russell got that second tee and got ejected?
I personally didn't think he should have gotten ejected. I was standing there right there in front of it. I'm anxious to see it on film because he drove, Barea bumped him, it was a foul, and then, and I don't think anything was done necessarily intentional, but after the whistle was blown, there was some more contact. I thought JJ kind of grabbed him. I don't know if he was trying to prevent him from falling, whatever. Russell was going by him, and all Russell did was kind of turn around. Didn't really do anything. So I didn't feel like it deserved an ejection. There was, they both didn't go at each other. The whole thing didn't start again. I just thought it should have been kind of move on from there, especially with Russell having one technical foul and Barea having 1-2. just?
Last game I was thinking about misses too much and just thinking too much. I just didn't care tonight. I just tried to go out there and just play, shoot the ball. I knew they were going to throw some junk defenses out there, just try to muck the game up. So, zone, I'm a sniper, so I tried to just shoot them out the zone, but they stayed in it and just be aggressive. My teammates were looking for me. And I just try to, be aggressive with the offense.
You talked about on the road not being able to take a night off, not coasting. This is a game y'all easily could have relaxed. How proud are you of them of the way you guys did it?
I'm very proud of our guys. Because that's a hard game to play. They had 4 starters out, all their starters out. They play zone all night, which I've never seen before. That was the first time I ever played zone all game in NBA. And we put 2 plays in before the game, and we executed them. We got good shots all night, and we didn't relax on defensive end. And that shows growth in us. Obviously, we don't want to set. It's not our barometer because they had their whole team there, but it was good for us to, be locked in and stay on pace and stick to what we do.
After that long stoppage of play, I think you rattled off like 8 straight points. Did you recognize that as a moment where they could have maybe stolen some momentum and you had to make sure that wasn't going to happen?
Yeah. I seen it was a little wacky. We were a little wacky. Their team was, and I was trying to take advantage of it. Plus, they had a rookie in front of me, and I seen the lane. My 3 was looking good all night, and I decided to pull up, and I made them. So I just tried to get us going, get the crowd into it, and glad I made those shots.
Billy didn't necessarily.
Nah, that's how Barea is. He's a chicken player. He has to be that way. He's the smartest guy in the league. He's one of the toughest guys in the league as well. So we knew he was going to try to add a little something to the game. But we did a good job of keeping our head. I know we got a little testy there, but that's a part of basketball. It's a part of competitiveness. But we didn't let it get us down. We just kept playing through it.
You said you added 2 zone plays before the game. Was it just like on the whiteboard? You guys walked through them at all?
Yeah, we had a walkthrough. We added some plays in the zone because the coach was, smart enough to know that they'll go zone. But I didn't think he knew they were going to do it all game. But he put some great plays in for us, and we was able to execute.
Billy said he didn't necessarily agree with the second tech that Russ got. What did you think about that one?
I didn't agree either. But after the first skirmish, I guess they just tried to. You could tell all night they were